why you find motivation to live for God when you give up. Have you noticed you find motivation to live for God when you give up? Have you noticed you find motivation to minister for God when you give up? Why is this? What is this dynamic in Christian life and ministry whereby you give up and then suddenly the motivation's there? It is this: grace versus works, and works versus grace. God gives grace to live and minister for Him. Now, this grace, church, is the provision of empowerment to live and minister for Him. But as soon as you resort to your own works, your own strength to live and minister for Him, so you cancel the grace of His power unto you. And so, guess what you want to do? You want to give up. I don't want to live the Christian life anymore. I don't want to be involved in Christian ministry anymore. But then as soon as you cease from your own works, your own strength to live and minister for God, suddenly the motivation is back. And the grace of His power has been restored to you. Now, why does this happen? Because grace cancels works, and works cancels grace. Either the grace of His power is fueling you, or your own works, apart from His power, are fueling you. As soon as you cease from your own works, so His grace comes forth through you, and so you are motivated to live and minister for God. So, what's your problem? Your problem is your own works. You are trying to live and minister for God from them. So, what is the key here to having continual motivation to live and minister for God, whereby you are not lacking motivation, whereby you are not burned out? Are you ready? Don't cancel grace by your works. Let His grace cancel yours. Don't cancel the grace of His power unto you by relying on your own power to live and minister for Him. Don't rely on your own strength to live and minister for Him. Stop trying from yourself. Stop trying from your own energy. Stop doing it from yourself. You're doing it from your own energy. Stop carrying the load from yourself. Relax, church. Be at peace. Let go and trust Him to help you do what He wants you to do by the power He gives you to do it. Stop cancelling the grace of His power to you by the exertion of all that strength you've got, all that power you have. You're weary. You know why you're weary? Because you do it by you. But if you do it by grace, you are refreshed and you're motivated. So stop cancelling His power by your own. Rely on His and not your own. So, why do you find motivation to live and minister for God when you give up? Because the grace of His power comes to you when you give up. When you rely on His grace to help you and not you to help you. So don't be the Christian who is burned out, fed up, irritable, on edge, exhausted. Because that Christian, what they do from themselves. Be the Christian who is refreshed and motivated. Cease from your own works and rely on the grace of His empowerment to help you. His grace cancels your works, and your works cancel His grace. Be the Christian of grace. Be motivated by grace.